Hi, I'm Monique and welcome to my channel, IRadiate Creations. If you can't tell from everything around me, the package in the background, my crafting stuff, and if you look down my crafting station, I am a crafter. I have had a small business for 2 years, which I started after a head injury a couple of years ago, and it has been something that has helped keep me sane for the past 2 years as I've been working to getting back to work full-time at my day job. I am a radiation therapist. I work in a hospital and my job is to primarily plan and deliver treatment to people who have cancer. That is radiation treatment. It varies in different countries, but I can talk about that a bit more in another video. Basically, if you're here, you might have seen my shorts. It is a combination of me creating badges, creating earrings, all different versions of different things out of polymer clay. I also recently got a cricket, so I have been making decals and popping them on glasses and on like drinking containers and all that kind of stuff. I have been using Instagram for a while and I thought that actually it might be nice to try and spread that momentum that I've got and start a YouTube as well. This is not something that I had planned on doing a couple of years ago, but life changes and life is always changing, and I thought that I do love making things. I do love showing people how to make things and showing how I create the badges, etc. that I make. And if it helps out other people along the way, that's great. And that's kind of my goal for what this channel will be. Just a bit of everything craft-wise. I called my business originally IRadiate Clay, and within an hour I deleted that and then changed it to IRadiate Creations, because anyone who knows me knows that I am a craftaholic really. I can do lots of different things and I tend to jump from one to the other relatively frequently. So polymer clay has been the biggest fixture in my life for the longest, but I remember being the 5-year-old that would hand sew finger puppets, and when I was 11 or 12 I was sewing all of my friends' pencil cases, and I sewed dresses with my nana. My nana used to work in a sewing factory. My mum always sewed all of my school outfits. We don't have Halloween in New Zealand, but I think if we did, then she definitely would have sewn those as well. So sewing and also baking later on in life, when I graduated from university, and candle making, and there's also, I've kind of gotten into cross stitch recently, and learning how to embroider. I can do the basics of knitting, but I need to learn more. I also really want to learn how to crochet. So I think that's really exciting for me, and I think being able to do that with you guys as well. I went to a market, which is one of my favourite pastimes because they are just such a vibe, and I saw some people selling some earrings made out of polymer clay, and in the usual fashion of everything that I end up getting into, I was like, oh, I could definitely do that. And then literally 2 weeks later I was at Spotlight, which is a big crafting store in New Zealand, and I was spending 70 or 80 bucks on like the basics of all of the polymer clay stuff, and I was giving it a go. And I look back now on those first creations and I'm like, wow, you were very new, you were a novice, so I have to give myself that. But yeah, like, just kind of spiraled from there, as I'm sure anyone is aware who has tried to create a presence on social media or who has tried to have a small business themselves. It is really hard, like really hard, and sometimes it is really hard to figure out how the algorithm works and why one day it works for you and one day it doesn't. So I figured, why not give YouTube a go, because I mean, you can only but try, and if it doesn't work first time, you just try again. So that's what I plan on doing with this channel. I plan on just showing you guys what I can do. Hopefully you guys pick up some skills along the way, which would be great for everybody involved, I'm sure. and just see some cool craft stuff that I do and that I make. And also I will be traveling in the next month and hopefully a lot more in the future, and I plan to bring that into my crafting because I do get inspiration from all around the world and I bring that back home with me, so it only makes sense that I would include that in this crafting world, which I've actually been doing today, and I've just posted a video to my TikTok and my Instagram, which is 4 flags of 4 countries that I'm going to in a month's time. So if you haven't seen that already, check it out. See if you guys can guess where I'm going. I'm also going to be posting another video because I'm not going to 4, I'm actually going to 8 countries within about a month, which is kind of crazy. I'm doing a bit of a family history in one of those countries, kind of adventure, which will be really fun. And seeing some family, seeing some friends, and really just trying to make the most of the fact that I'm getting to Europe for the first time, and that I have a really cool vlogging camera, and I have a cool small business that I can craft stuff and take it with me and try and have my 2 favourite worlds collide. And I'd love for my subscribers to come along for the journey. So, relatively short introductory video. I would love for you to like and subscribe and just follow me in my journey and be a part of it and create it with me. So, always here for comments, always here for ideas. And if you'd love to see a video about my career, I can definitely do that, and actually how my career inspired IRadiate Creations. And if you figured out my job title, radiation therapist, and the name of my business, IRadiate Creations, you might be able to figure out a play on words there and why things are named the way they are. So let me know in the comments if you can figure that out. But I will also put that in a upcoming video, and just why I got into this whole small business thing in the first place. So that's it for me today. It has been a sunny Wednesday, and I hope you all have a lovely rest of your week.